Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of The Outer Worlds. Last time we finished up pretty much all of the side quests. I don't think there's anything left. We went to the insurance company in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch and opened up a dummy account for Ellie so she can reap her, her insurance that the parents were good when they said that she was dead, that she had fallen down the stairs. So we opened up a dummy account, put Ellie's name in there, and now proceeds are going to go to Ellie, sorry. So that's done. We also finished up touring around the galaxy for that tour guide thing on Byzantium, which ended up being pointless because the guy said he didn't think that we were competent enough to finish it, but he gave us a cap for our troubles, so yay. We also finished that modeling thing where we're supposed to find different pieces of iconoclast armor, marauder armor, and spacer's armor. And of course, once we did that, she said, oh, I also need these parts. I need hide from primals, I need shit from the Mantiqueen, stuff from the Raptoids. So we did all that, we came back, and she said there's a parcel waiting for me, the lapel. So we got that for her. When we came back, she's fucking dead. Because apparently someone complained that she was working with, I don't know, crazy materials. They called the cops on her. The cops came and that chick refused to cooperate and they killed her. So, yay. Luckily, I guess, she finished it. It's called the Chimera. It's like a purple velour suit. Or not velour, or maybe like suede-ish. I don't know, it looks weird. It looks very fuzzy. Anyways. So after that, all that was left... we also spoke to Adjutant Akande, because she had requested to speak with us. And when we went to talk to her, she said, you're a guy who can get things done. That's what I like about you. What I want you to do is to destroy the town of Emerald Vale. Because Adelaide took over and... Akande's like, she's not part of the Halcyon group, like she's not board approved, so you gotta destroy that town, and then we're cool. And I was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. So then she's like, well, that's such a shame. Pulls out a gun and starts shooting. So we had to put her down first. From there, all that was left was to go to the Hope or do the quest for Gorgon, which we started doing, and without giving, again, very shortened synopsis. We went to like an asteroid where there's like a manor there. It's derelict save for one person that we found, Minnie Ambrose. Ambrose? I believe the last name was Ambrose. I forget. But she said that her mother was, when she was alive, was the head of a Spacer's Choice project that was done on the orbiting asteroid Gorgon, which is where it comes from. And they did some kind of like experiments there that are very taboo. Spacer's Choice had to shut it down. So Minnie commissioned us. She commissioned Lucky, the guy whose severed arm we had, to go to Gorgon and find out exactly what happened. She wants, I believe, a journal. And she said, be careful, because there's marauders and other kind of wildlife there. So, awesome. Alright, so we want to... Where are we on Gorgon? We want to land on the Gorgon landing pad. Yeah, let's bring the usual suspects with us. Gorgon.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
Is that where the... Yeah. That's where the manor is. That's where our landing pad was. That's where we are. That's where we were. Cool. There's Sprats here too.
Spacer's Choice is not responsible for any bits, possessions, or loved ones left behind.
Huh. Corporate commander. Okay, so place is understandably abandoned. Is it? Khalil Chakroon.
I got supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
Sure.
You looking for supplies, stranger? Best stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one around here liable to help you out.
I bet.
Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Thanks, but I can handle myself.
All right, you know you better than I do. Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Who's Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest Marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
Thanks for the warning.
No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
I got it. You mean he's got the strength of 3 men?
That and a rocket launcher.
Go back to the part about the rocket launcher.
Did I not mention that? Right, sorry. He's got a rocket launcher.
How did he get a rocket launcher?
Couldn't say. He kills anyone who gets close enough to ask. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
About Charles.
Yeah?
Why is he called that?
His name is Charles and he used to work in accounting?
Of course. Thanks.
No problem.
I take it that evacuation alarm isn't urgent?
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Should I turn it off?
I won't stop you if you want to have a go at it. But so you know, it's gonna take more than giving that control terminal a good old-fashioned pummeling. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
Okay, let's see what he's got
Found
for
a
trade.
pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
I am, and I got better stuff, I'm sure. Oh, I can buy Manticarapace and Mantiplasma glands. Look at that. Cigarette lighter. No, I'm good, bro. Thanks, though. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to repair my shit. Oh, and actually...
Hey again. What can I get?
Yeah. Let me sell you my junk.
All sorts of...
Looks like I don't have a lot. Sell half this shit. Sell that. Butter buddy. So a lot of these I could sell now because I don't need them anymore. Because I mean they're just taking up space. I'll keep the engineering. I'll keep that. Shit, wait. Did I... Yeah, I want to keep this one. Yeah. Persuade 5 now, okay. I need that. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Oh, and I sold... Shit. The Chimera. I want to keep the Chimera armor. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Should be good. So, what's up there? Well, it's the same thing. Just gonna have a quick look around. Is this where I need to go? What is this? Stellar Freighting Argosy. Welcome user Trendy. Notice. Electricity rationing in effect. By accessing this terminal, you consent to paying 1 bit per every option selected. Check electricity rationing bill. Processing. Employee Trend Dominic currently owes 9,508 bits. Hack. Delete Trendy record. Alright, return to root. Shipment history. Outgoing shipments. Oh my god, okay. 2,000 cartons containing redacted. 3 discharged staff, 5 reassigned staff. Alert, manifest content exceeds the recommended maximum weight of this vessel. So this was going to Gorgon. This was also... Sorry, that one was going to... Where was I going? This one's going to Stellar Bay. The other one I think was Edgewater. Undercartons containing prototype redacted. 2 tons raw ore redacted. 15 reassigned staff. Incoming shipments from Tartarus. Okay. This one's coming from Byzantium. Messages. Thank you for using GIMSI, Gorgon Internal Messaging System Interface. We got a friendly reminder, your messages are company property. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or deletion of GMSI content may result in early termination of your employment contract. Let's go to incoming first. From C. Mosley. Various observations on the Argosy's rate of export with a reprimand. Mr. Tran, are you aware of the concept of relativity? This is a rhetorical question. I'm aware that Spacer's Choice training does not include business philosophy in its curriculum. Consider this a remedial education. Broadly, relativity is an economic idea that describes productivity in terms of relationship. For example, from your point of view, the Argosy, i.e. your freight depot, exports shipments at a perfectly reasonable rate. However, from the point of view of your enterprising colleague, i.e. S. Reynard, the Argosy's freight depot exports shipments at a positively pathetic rate. If a single one of your colleagues is capable of 3 times your productivity, then relative to your colleague, the Argosy freight depot is a failure. The rubric of your success is measured relative to your fastest, strongest, and most productive colleagues. Do you understand? Actually, it should be measured by the slowest. But I'm not a scientist. Or business acumen. Please take a moment to consider the contents of the message and commit them to your heart. Furthermore, please select one of the following reprimands below and append it to your permanent record. Select one of them. The quality of your work is unacceptably low by Spacer's Choice standards. The quality of your work is unacceptably low relative to that of your colleagues. By receiving an official reprimand of your permanent record, you have violated the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct, which will result in an official reprimand. Work fortifies the spirit. Okay, guess that was the only one to S. Reynard. Efficiency. Buddy, I don't understand how you managed to log 3 times the number of shipments I do out of that miserable shack you call an office, but you need to cut it the fuck out. Mosley's been poking at the Argosy's ship rate numbers again, and now he's started asking why Louis and I can't pack as quickly together as you can alone. I'm thinking maybe I should tell him you're dipping into the supply of the prototype Adrena time. I don't think he'd like that, do you? Shit, maybe you are. If that's the case, well, maybe you ought to come lend me and Louis a hand when we load up the next haul of test subject corpses. Get yourself a real good view of what Chem's wonder drug does. Archive messages from Velasquez. Shipment inquiry, high priority. Dom, you gotta help me out. The Monarch delivery's gone MIA, and now the big guy at the corporate is messaging my personal terminal looking for answers. Not Mosley, not Goodfellow. That seer fucker's suit-wearing MFer from Byzantium, Bancroft. Your kid cousin still works at Cascadia, right? Do you think he could hoof it over to Stellar Bay and just, I don't know, poke around the port, see if it's there? The shipment ID's whatever. The transport we packed last week. I know it's a lot to ask, and you know how I feel about begging for handouts. But I swear to law, if I looked out my door, that Bancroft guy'd be there in the street slapping a wrench against his palm like in a mob boss. In one of those bootleg serials from Groundbreaker. Please, man, you know how fond I am of my kneecaps. Louis. Interesting. So I'm not going to go in there just yet. I'm just going to take a look around. Can I go in here? I cannot. Wow, there's a whole other section here. How big is this map? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's look around here first. Because I thought it was just like this complex here. There's a whole map out there.
This dilapidated state of existence awaits all Halcyon if the board persists in their reckless disregard for anything but profit.
Oh, I didn't need to pick those up. No, whatever. All right, let's head back. I'm surprised there's still a guy like out there working on like giving out supplies, like selling supplies at that. Oh, there's actual people.
Come here. Let's have a chat. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
He blinked. He blinked so much. Keep looking in his eyes.
Good. Look up. Now look down.
You have pretty eyes.
Thank you. Got him from my mother. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
Aramir, captain of the Unreliable.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
Place looks plenty messy without my help. What did you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
Well, what happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
So where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system.
This is a
Rule number 1,
pub?
no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Okay, so when I was talking to Minnie last episode, I was under the impression, with the exception of marauders and the wildlife, this place was barren. Like there were no workers left. Because it's been years, right? Like the mother died years ago. This place was shut down years ago. I'm shocked that there's still people just chilling here. And not only that, they've opened up a pub and supply shops. Let me ask you something else.
Just don't ask me to dance.
You want to dance? What do you do around here? I'm guessing he's security.
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
And I thought this place was gonna be fun.
Yes, your presence screams high class.
It really
We get a
does.
lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types.
That makes more sense.
Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Well, to quote Captain Mal, we aim to misbehave. What kinds of people come to the Sprat Shack?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1.
Ooh.
Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse.
And that's what I'm saying.
This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Like, they're outnumbered 10 to 1 with marauders, let alone the fucking mantids. I'm surprised marauders haven't just killed everyone. That's what I'm saying.
If you're heading downstairs, order something sweet.
Smell that? Cheap whiskey and stale cigarettes. My kind of place.
A true den of iniquity. How refreshing.
I think this is the biggest elevator I've been in. Well, well, well. Okay, is it just me, or does she look like exactly like Junlei? She could be her fucking twin.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What will
And-
it be?
I know that sounds somewhat racist. It's really that she looks like the fucking like carbon copy of a model of like the asset. You know what I mean? Like the model for Junlei. I'm good, thanks.
So, you just wandered in for the genteel conversation. Suit yourself. I assume you're here for salvage.
Actually, I came for a journal.
Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Office of Creative Incubation?
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened? Or, I know about the severed arm, but the rest is a mystery.
You know about that? Huh. Word must travel fast around these parts.
And arms.
Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
I'm not sure if I've asked this before, but did we ever figure out who sent us the package with Lucky's arm and the fucking recording? Because I don't think Minnie said it was her. I can't remember. Go on.
Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How'd you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name.
Okay.
Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon parcel service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
So it was her that sent it. The arm made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next of kin, sort of.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
So why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where was Lucky staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
So you run this place?
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
So Sublight owns the Sprat Shack now?
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
Dare I ask why a Sprat owns this part? That's actually hilarious.
See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat.
Oh yeah, that'll throw him off the
If there were
trail.
any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You know, they do something similar in Byzantium. Fancier system, but same idea.
Most businesses in Halcyon are run by Sprats, but
Really?
this is the first I've heard of it being openly acknowledged.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
That is fucking hilarious. How would you even know which Sprat is the right one? I was literally thinking that.
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
So what happens if Ethel Gabler turns him into Spratwurst?
Never thought about that. Shit, someone could have eaten my boss. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but They say it's all above board, so that's what matters.
Wonders of the future, huh? Spacer's Choice mind that you're squatting in their warehouse?
Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
Huh? Can you answer any question without starting yes and no? Yes and no.
Yes and no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. And I don't want any trouble in my place.
So how do you get supplies in and out?
Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony. Mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well connected. And not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well stocked with the essentials. By which I mean booze.
Yeah, makes sense. So what do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut down Gorgon?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Salvagers must be making a fortune off Gorgon.
Damn right we are.
Gorgon.
We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs.
Like, that's what I'm surprised about.
Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open. We're just sifting through dirt.
Like, that's what I was thinking, like, as she was talking. Like, if Spacer's Choice, if they shut down and evacuated, they didn't even send, like, a cleanup crew to, like, get rid of evidence. You know what I mean? They just left everything as is. And now they're okay with, like, Sublight squatting here, you know, salvaging and selling this shit off to God knows where, to the other planets. Whatever they were doing here, whatever fuck-ups they had, is pretty much up for grabs. To their competitors, I would think, even. It's... I mean, first off, it's not the way, like, just up and evacuating everything is, like, not good business, but not cleaning up your shit, that's even worse. Would any of your regulars have more info about Gorgon?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. And I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him.
Poor bastard. You looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own.
That's cool. Why do you get left behind?
He didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
And what can you tell me about Leonora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
Yeah, potentially. Do you know if she spoke with Lucky Montoya at all?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Thanks for the tip.
What are friends for, eh?
No further questions.
You got it, bub. Good. I've got paying customers.
Alrighty, so who's who? Trixie. Freddy.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
Not a humbug.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Break it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
Let them talk. Let them talk.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist.
Oh, shit.
All right, that's enough. This is a family establishment. You want to make a mess? You make it outside.
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Not to Lex. You got a lot of tavern squabbles around here?
Oh, it's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage.
Now you two listen. This is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
I could intervene if you like.
You'd do that for me?
Yeah, why not? Sure. It's kind of what I do for everyone.
I appreciate it all the same. You'll be paid for your time and expertise, of course. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'm listening.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
State your names for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
Irrelevant.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
How did you mark the claim?
I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
I'll turn to Lex. Is that legal?
I don't know about legal, but it's legit by sublight standards. Assuming anyone was around to hear it, which we can't know for sure.
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't brave enough to step forward and admit it.
Okay, what's your side of the story, Trixie?
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
No speaking out of turn, but I'll allow it this once.
I kept my mouth shut during his story. He should have the courtesy to return the favor.
I just said.
Anyway, that's my story, sir.
What mark did you leave on the salvage, Trixie?
I drew an X in the dirt, with my toe.
Couldn't the marauders have walked over it by now? Or the wind blown it away? I don't know how there would be wind, considering we're in a dome.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument.
Yeah.
I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
These idiots don't know how to tax salvage, so I rule in no one's favor.
That ain't no kind of fair.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a 6-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Does this happen often?
A little too often if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
Glad to be of service.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
We could always go back and rile him up again later.
Very diplomatic, Captain. Though fighting would be preferable to another conversation such as that.
Yeah, no kidding. I honestly thought I was going to be able to, like, split him. Like, have him split the salvage.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
Trixie's a stubborn gal, but I love her to pieces.
Aww. Raving drunk.
You're not drunk. I'm drunk.
You just heard her say that, and now you're copying. Alright, what's this guy's story? Smuggler. 2 smugglers.
Are you my agent on the ground?
Sorry?
I've been sent to meet a certain someone about a certain piece of merchandise. They're supposed to use a secret code phrase.
I'm all ears.
Can't help you. I'm just here to drink.
That's the code phrase. It is you.
Quiet down. You're making a scene.
This is the best joint in the system. Ain't that right?
Back here. Oh. No, I'm not going to steal from her. Plus, I don't need to. That's... can't even do anything with that. Alright.
Did you bring the payment?
I don't know. Did you bring the goods?
No payment, no goods.
No goods, no payment.
Give me a taste of the goods. Just so I know I can trust you.
You can't trust me. Now, did you bring the payment?
I don't know. Did you bring the goods?
Quit staring. I ain't here for your entertainment.
Here for someone's entertainment. Okay, let's go upstairs.
I wouldn't get too close to that railing, just in case.
Surprisingly, this place exhibits an aesthetically pleasing use of space.
So we're all bar patrons. Bar patron.
Jerome would have loved this place.
Hello, Leonora.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type.
Very astute of you.
You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey is far from over.
It's the hat, isn't it? Because I'm wearing that colorful cowboy hat. What makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something?
Sure.
I'd do it myself, but of course, the marauders would eat me alive.
Yeah, sure. I bet you could stand your ground.
Not for long. Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
Sublight wouldn't turn over a rock unless there was salvage underneath it.
Well put. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Where's Jerome now? I bet he's dead.
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost.
Wow.
As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line.
Oh, wow.
I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
It's very noble of him.
That Jerome always chose the right thing, even when it got him killed. This place is greedy. It took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to him?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock, likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
I'm willing to bet Jerome became a marauder. I'm willing to bet that he probably went crazy from whatever the rest of the marauders are going crazy on. Yeah, I could keep an eye out of that. Keep an eye out for that flask.
You'd really do that for me? Law, and I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Wanted to ask you something first.
Yeah?
Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A 10-fold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Did you know Lucky Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Did he mention anything about the Gorgon research facility?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely.
Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary, like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close.
Be seeing you. Really sad about Jerome.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding?
What's up, Roscoe?
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
I bet. I talked to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist?
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was going to be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
Yeah. You seem to be having a rough time. Can I help you out?
If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
Does this involve going somewhere we don't belong? Those are my favorite jobs.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why is that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
You hit them and now you need me to get them for you. That about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
I mean, why did you have to hide them to begin with? I don't understand. Why stash the recordings?
Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was.
You mentioned an assistant? Where are they now?
Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. A real whiz with the portable recorder tech, too. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon. With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium. She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal.
Why not just forget about the contract and leave?
Oh, I've tried. Make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks. But the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract.
So this whole time, he's never been able to get a sublight contractor to get the recordings for him? It's your lucky day, Roscoe. I'll get them for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Why there?
Seems like a good idea at the time. Someone had started a fire, folks were shooting other folks. It was a madhouse.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
You ran all over Gorgon just to hide your recordings.
Didn't have much of a choice. The primals had gotten loose, couple of them were chasing me. The recordings just ended up wherever I hid.
Okay, easy enough. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
The observation room. Wouldn't someone have seen you?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
No, couldn't get up there. It wouldn't let me jump. Oh, there's a fucking sprat there, that's why. There we go.
Nice and easy.
Alright, so it's kind of pointless to come up here. I'm not picking up that gun. Alright.
What have you got there?
Adrenatime, I think. I found some in an old busted crate.
You're just gonna take some drug you found in the garbage?
It's not some drug. It's adrenatime.
I don't see a label.
If it wasn't safe, it wouldn't be in a syringe.
I can't argue with that.
Sound logic. Very sound logic. Oh. Where's the code to unlock? Note about a key. Several whiskeys in and a few bits short last night. Gave Lex the maintenance room key while I scrounge up what's left. What's owed. Note to self. Pay up and get it back before you go back to OCI. Can I pickpocket this guy? Oh wait, can they see me? They can't see me. I just want to see if this guy has it. No, he doesn't. I'm not gonna bother stealing from him. Alright, code's gotta be somewhere.
Someone's in here. Hold on. It's coming back up again.
So, still showing this. His notes. Did I not just read his notes? Oh, there's another one. Okay, day 1. Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on the way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top runger safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6. Caught a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the Office of Creation Incubation. Let's just say this guy's about as lucid as a sprat in a Rizzo's factory. But I'm spending Minnie's bits, so I can afford to take a chance. Day 7. It worked! Clarence, mostly, whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufactory Center. I've never heard of a manufactory. The word manufactory. The bad news is it's sealed up and at the ass end of a canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwig's admin terminal in OCI. Day 13. OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. Combo is 4815. Preserved eye.
As a medical professional, I gotta say, that is very well preserved and disgusting.
If I'm not mistaken, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, that eye might be the key Lucky mentioned. What strangeness have we involved ourselves in here?
I mean, it probably needs some bigwig's retina scan. It's not that strange. Alright, let's GTFO. So we got a bunch of quests here.
Lucky's problem was that he was always overconfident in himself. But us? We got this, whatever it is.
That we do.
Well, let's just hope we're luckier than Lucky was.
I think we got this. We got this by the ass.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
You know what's funny? This music that's playing, it reminds me of a game I would play on my phone, like one of those lockbox games. I believe it was called The Vault. This music just kind of reminds me of it. I've already been in here. Intuver?
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
ETVUR. Leave Gotomek alone.
Have a better than natural day.
Those are marauders. Ooh, this guy got his head chopped off. Elevator discovered. I can't even get in there. Yeah, it's got to be another way around. Alright, let's brave the rest of this asteroid here.
Take him down!
Got him!
That's the last of him.
Alrighty. Ooh, 5. Well, considering this is the way to go, let me go around this way. I'll take the longer way. Okay, what's up here? There's so much Adrena time here. Adrena time is my healing, I believe, right? I wonder what happened here. Like, I know it's most likely marauders, but I still wonder what happened around here.
This place is steeped in desolation and despair. The natural habitat of marauders.
Let's keep moving before we get all introspective.
Look at these guys.
Let's show him! Down they go!
Oh, sorry, Ellie.
That's the last of them.
You good, Ellie? Gorgon ruins. Okay. Where am I? In relation to spread check. So I'm not even that far. There's a workbench there, elevator, economy flats behind me. Transmission Tower Alpha. Okay, logs. Quitting time. We've been through a lot together, old friend, but they just blared the evacuation order. Guess that's the end of Gorgon. For the record, you're my favorite comms tower in the whole system. I'll never forget you. Love, Technician number 13, junior grade. Well, shit. Fancy seeing me here. The last escape shuttle left us, a few of us in its dust. Never seen anyone lift off in such a hurry. We scattered like roaches. It's every man and woman for themselves now. You're still up and running, I see. Looks like only one employee left with their tracker flipped on. What a rube. Signing off. For good this time. You take care of yourself, comms tower. Don't forget to stand up straight like I taught you. Very, very fascinating stuff, guys. I'm gonna start using the rifle for a little bit. Alright, let's go to those apartments. Let's get the vending machines first. Oh, hi guys.
Well done. We're still alive.
And might as well check in here first. Yeah, not much to go on here. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to sleep. Whatever, it's all good. Yeah, there's more of it there. I don't even know what's part of what anymore. Alright, let's head up here. A lot of ammo just sitting out here, eh? Jerome's journal. Oh, Jerome. Day 0, ship just left. Law bless it for getting Leonora off this blasted rock. Etheridge called me a fool for giving her my ticket, but Etheridge is a dumbass, so what does he know? I'd do it again in a second. From now on, my only goal is survival until Spacer's Choice comes back for the rest of us. Elle, my heart, I will find my way home to you. Day 1. Some of us sheltered in the mines last night, taking turns keeping watch. I don't care to imagine what happened to the others who aren't here. I can hear marauders screaming in the hills. Day 2. I used a little adrenatime today. Not much, just enough to stay alert. Lucky I did, or we wouldn't have heard those mantisaurs coming in time to get the hell out of there. Going to search out a different cavern to shelter in tomorrow. Day 3. Mine's not safe. Aw, damn it. Shouldn't have gone in there in the first place. I think we were exposed to something in the air, maybe. Day 5. Most of us made it over to the apartments. We were packed in here like Saltuna, for now, but hopefully we can get a few more units barricaded and sealed up tight. Make them safe so we can spread out a little more. Day 6. I went by Elle's in my old apartment while hunting for supplies and stashed a flask she gave me on the day we signed our marriage contract. Just in case something happens and she comes looking. Maybe she'll find it. Even if she doesn't find, well, that's if some shiftless looter doesn't get it first. Day 7. Carlson's been short with everyone today. Carlson. Most days you could just drop a flange wrench on her foot and the woman would apologize for being in the way. But for a minute there, I really thought she was going to stab Simon. Day 8. Ambushed by marauders in the night. Had to use adrenatime again to keep awake. Sorry, Elle, I didn't have much choice. Even with the adrenatime, I almost can't believe I outlasted them. Next time, maybe best not to think about them. About next time. Day 15. Starting to think we're spaced, but can't think like that. Gonna get back to you, Lenora, I swear. I'll miss you like breathing. Low in adrenatime. Gonna go look for more. Day 22. Just gotta get back to Elle. Day 34. Etheridge stole my mock apple, that void-forsaken sprat sack. Want to unzip his arms off and beat him with them. I could do it. He sleeps. So weak, so stupid. Stupid Etheridge. Day 42. Where in the system is Spacer's Choice? Where are those blasted ships they promised they'd send for us? Did they forget we're here? Makes a man wonder. All my loyalty and for what? Only loyal to L now. Day 46. Maybe they abandoned us. It's on purpose. I know it. On purpose. They left us here to die. They left us here to die. Day 49. If Etheridge steals what's mine again, I'll end him. Day L. How long does it take to send help? How long? How long? Come back and face us, you cowards. Spacers, cowards. I feel sick, BCI, trying to picture L's face, and I can't remember anymore. Forgive me, L. Etheridge dead. Deserved it. Yeah. Poor fucking bastard. So where is it? Letters from Edgewater, 3 of 3. Cousin Dan, Reed stopped giving out the stuff. Law damn it. If I can't get adrenatime from him, that makes you my only source. Don't you fucking string me along. Can't work, can't sleep, can't even think straight. Give it over. Send me everything you've got, now. Please? Also, are they hiring? 2 of 3. Dear Cousin Dan, adrenatime really leaves you wanting more, doesn't it? We got through the first batch fast, but lo and behold, Reed gave us more, in recognition of our exemplary work ethic and unwavering brand loyalty. How about that? Still no letter from you? I've been feeling a tad queasy lately, but I'm sure a little adrenatime is just what I need to shake it off. Write me back. How are the sunsets on Gorgon? Do you get sunsets? No, probably not. So where is the first one? There it is. 1 of 3. Dear Cousin Dan, Reed Thompson started drawing out adrenatime to a select few of us. And guess who got his hands on the first batch? Isn't that the drug you're working on? I had my dosage this morning and worked straight through lunch. The guy who cleans salt tuna across from me is pulling his second shift, and now he's due for a 2-bit raise. You should see what he can do with a scaling knife. Don't forget to write back. Maybe get me in the Moon Man's autograph when you got a minute to spare. This is a small-ass apartment. Engraved flask. Reads Jerome. Cheers to the beginning of forever. Love, Leonora. Smells of decent whiskey, cheap cologne, and old cigarettes. Alright, got the flask. Ooh, this is one of the recordings.
This is my second month on adrenatime.
I think.
It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Maybe. Alright, let's keep moving on. I don't really know where this goes.
Spacer's Choice wouldn't abandon such an expansive and expensive operation without good reason. Or in their case, a really bad one.
Why do I have a feeling we're not gonna like what's in there?
And I think the game is kind of crapping out on me. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, had another little glitch. I ended up playing for like another 10 minutes or so and realized that it wasn't recording properly again. So I kind of have to retrace my steps a little. So what I did was I went in this little cavern over here. And there's not really much in here.
Something tells me whoever worked here was way too organized.
So we pick up this, The Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Issue 3. Invasion of the Man-Eating Sprats. Yeah, you guys can pause and read that if you want to. So, Virgil Sharp's datapad. Birdie. Law damn it, Birdie. What'd I tell you about pestering Maurice? He's not interested. If you scare him off with the project, you're gone. I don't care if you're my kid's sister, we need his research. We don't need you. Got it? Good. I took a look at the preliminary schedule you sent over. You got all the tasks tracked, but the timing is off. For one thing, you have me finishing the metal casing's fabrication after the package is supposed to be complete. Find me at my workstation in the mines near OCI when you get off shift. I'll go over the rest of my criticisms in person. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Gil. P.S. How long do we have to keep saying that? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And no one saying Excelsior should ever be ridiculed. Stan the Man Lee coined that phrase. He didn't coin it, but he made it popular. May you rest in peace, the poor guy. Even though I heard he was kind of an asshole in real life. But he did a lot, man. He did a lot. Are you going here? I don't remember. I did not. So there wasn't really anywhere to go to. I don't know why I did that. I'm on something. I don't think there was anything really of note in here. I don't think I really need to salvage anymore. Like, not salvage, scrounge. I mean, if there's stuff out in the open, I'll take it, but I don't really think I'm gonna loot that much anymore. I don't need anything anymore. And this actually leads back to that area that was closed off with the portal, which I said there must be like a way up. This purple portal here. This part here. So, I don't think there was anything of import here. So then I went down this way. We won't be going back that way. We'll just keep continuing on here.
Nice one, Captain!
You know what? Oh, fuck. These fuckers are fast, eh?
This is bad!
Yeah, you want to go, buddy? Asshole. Alright, so after I took care of those guys, I went in here. Now notice there's a way up there, but I kept going this way. Went down here, and notice this. A fucking fossil. Is my game glitching out again?
I know bones, but I don't know what that is.
Okay. And I think that's a good place to stop it, because that's where I stopped last time. That's where I noticed, so. Again, this place is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, go in, do your stuff, and like go like Scylla maybe, like a small area. But pleasantly surprised. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised considering it's DLC content. I should have probably looked into how long it is. But if it's anything like Eridanos, it's probably going to be a few videos. So, but it doesn't seem as busy as Eridanos. But yeah, as I said, we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.